Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olu and today I'm going to be watching Lovecraft Country episode 2 of season 1, and the name of the episode is called Whitey on the Moon. Whitey on the Moon? I don't know. Maybe it's about the white lady from the last episode. I don't know, because they left. They just get to the house in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, let's get into the video.
We've been expecting you.
Exactly. Who is this white man? Because I was like, in my mind, I was like, maybe they're like brothers and sisters, you know, the white lady and this boy. I said this man, my bad. Oh. Okay. You guys are living lavishly, but like, do you know whose house you're in right now? You can't be doing this in a white man's house. Oh. And why is everything fitting them? Because they know it likes to read and stuff like that, and then everything is in the room already. The house is like making them comfortable. Oh shit. Like that was so gory and vivid. Literally. I would be panicking too. It's like there's a house in the middle of nowhere and then you guys are dancing. Lovecraft Country.
Is that an alarm?
Seems so.
You got your own library too? They got Blackwood, Hodgson, Clark, Ashton, Smith.
Exactly. Like, how did that even happen? I said it. Like, everything was like created for them.
You like? Found it and a lot more in the wardrobe. Tried on a few before settling on this.
And they all fit.
Like a glove.
Mr. Freeman. The elder Mr. Freeman and Miss Lewis. I'm glad you all were able to freshen up before the time of the lunch.
Lunch?
William, is it?
William.
That is correct, Mr. Freeman. I wasn't sure that you would remember. You were a little out of sorts when you arrived this morning.
When's my father expected to return from Boston?
I am afraid that I have already told you everything.
Is he dead? Is his father's...
You left to see the lawyer with Miss Braithwhite 2 nights ago. She gave no instructions on when they would return.
But we were expected.
She made it very clear that I was to look out for you. Treat you like family while you wait.
So that's the white lady.
What hotel are they at in Boston? I want to call and check in.
Unfortunately, that's going to be impossible. Upon inheriting the land, Samuel Braithwhite decided to use it for his summer home.
Samuel Great White.
And never installed telephone lines so as not to be disturbed by the business that hounds him most of the year.
And what business?
So you're telling me there's no
does he have
telephone in this fucking town?
I don't know. And it wouldn't be my place to say.
What if something go wrong?
That is a distant cousin of Samuel's.
No, that's some creepy shit right there. I'm sorry.
Titus Braithwhite. He built this retreat so that he
That looks like a
lodge members.
KKK shit. I'm sorry.
He was quite an extraordinary man.
He must have been to build such an impressive home. How did he come about his fortune?
Shipping.
Shipping? Yeah,
Titus.
yeah, exactly. Slavery.
Those who worked for him. Many mourned after the Great Fire.
Fire?
Was it fire?
What we are standing in is a replica of the original lodge.
Exactly, that shit is creepy. What kind of house are you guys in? You guys can just walk into people's... I'm sorry, like, you guys are not scared enough for me because, like, you need to be afraid of what's happening around you. I know they know, but, like...
After lunch, we'd like to take a walk around the village.
I don't think they're gonna allow you to do that.
That won't be a problem, will it?
No, as long as you return in time for dinner. Now, if you need anything else, anything at all, just ring the bell and the butler will come running.
I thought you were the butler.
No. No,
Oh.
I'm just a close person friend to Christina Braithwhite.
So it's not the butler.
Does that silver Bentley out front belong to Miss Braithwhite?
Yes.
I think they're like brothers, right?
What? I need salt.
Just living the best life.
What's wrong with you? How can you even eat after what happened last night?
Because
She doesn't remember.
don't remember what happened.
He doesn't remember too. God damn it, look like that someone is doing something so they don't remember what's happening.
By the sheriff?
By monsters.
Exactly.
An 8-foot tall beast with razor sharp teeth that can bite a man's head off.
Oh shit.
Last thing I remember is cleaning up
He's
in
the only
house.
one who remembered, maybe because
No, you-
this is something is
You got knocked out
happening
in
and
the fight.
he can retain all the memories and something like that. Because they
cabin in
don't
the
have the
woods.
magical
Uncle
stuff.
George, they
I don't
had us
know.
surrounded, then there was that high-pitched whistle. They called them off.
Like a dog whistle?
Literally, how would you forget that? That's like a big event in your life last night, and now you don't remember nothing.
Right after I shot the sheriff. Shot the sheriff? I had to shoot the sheriff. He got bit by one of those things. They're like vampires. Uncle George.
Oh yeah, Uncle George, tell him to shut up.
We've been watching.
Exactly.
We need to find Pop and get the hell out of here.
It's getting out of hand, like literally. Why do they forget and he remembers? Oh, there's a village. My bad. I thought it was just like a whole house in the middle of nowhere. Why are you guys walking around in this village? You know there's gonna be white people alone. Stop taking pictures of those people.
Can I ask you something? Did Atticus kill a lot of people in the war?
Anything he did was for the service of his country.
I know. What it
It's
was
not that you guys are there too. You guys didn't even remember what happened.
None of this makes any sense. Why can't either of us remember anything that happened?
Exactly.
It's monster business. A lot of soldiers came back from the war with shell shock. What if whatever
This isn't
happened-
shell shock. I know what I saw last night.
The
No.
people were trying to discredit his own memory, and then by making him feel like he's stupid, that he doesn't like, is lying to them like, oh yeah, this happened, and then it's like I don't remember. So like, that's the whistle.
That's the whistle that called off the monsters. You in the woods last night?
Who the hell are you?
What's that whistle for? Not the dogs. Answer the question. What's that whistle really for?
I'm sorry, man. Please call
You
us
ain't scared
dogs.
dogs?
Dogs aren't the ones that need to be on a leash.
Ew.
We're guests of Mr. Braithwhite.
You don't look like the type to be Braithwhite's guest.
Are you the sheriff?
What makes you think that?
That's the jail, right? And it's the only stone building I've seen in the entire village.
I don't think it's the jail. How can she control them?
Get
I don't know.
animals coming in
Maybe
the
she can.
village. You break into the cottage.
I'm getting confused though. I'm still hang up on the ew. Slaughterhouse.
No grizzly, just black bears. But the blacks are bad enough. They're smart. They're not smart. They're beasts, but they're clever enough to cause mischief.
It's a metaphor for them.
I suggest you all head back on up to the lodge before the sun goes down. You don't want to miss dinner.
Really, you threaten them.
The inside of that silo's got a stone foundation, which means a dungeon-like basement.
Whoa. Please don't walk around. You guys need to know better, okay? I'm sorry. I'm scared for you. Now,
Uncle George?
what is it?
A recollection, something your mother told me years ago about her ancestors.
Oh,
She never told me or Pop anything about her people. But she told you?
She told me her great ancestor was a slave named Hannah, and that she escaped her master's house.
Anna through fire. She burned. I think she. Wait, Anna was the one who burned the place down and had to rebuild the stuff again.
Hannah ran through these woods pregnant. She was a brave woman.
Oh shit, those are the thing again. I don't know their names. What are the thing called? Oh shit. Oh! Oh my lord. What the fuck? Ew, those shit are... That's the thing again. But like they said, like she left for something. She left for, I don't know where she left. I don't know.
Escort the younger Mr. Freeman to my father's lab and make sure our other guests stay in their rooms.
Why are we covered in dirt?
Exactly. They forget. What the fuck? What kind of magic are they using?
It happened again, didn't it?
Yeah. What are they doing? I'm loving it, but you just. He doesn't remember a lot of things that's happening to him. He's just blacking out, and it's like someone's like you're using some sort of magic on them, but like it's not affecting Tick. It's not affecting him. To say it's affecting him, I think he has magic in his bloodline, probably that kind of stuff. His grandmother Anna. There's an eating door. Whoa, that's a huge library. The house looks so small. Order of the ancient something. Yeah. What is that symbol though? The symbol on his back.
This here is one of my favorite paintings. The artist, Joseph Tannhauser, entitled it Genesis 2:19.
And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof.
In Tannhauser's conception, this act of naming is more than a simple picking of labels. Adam is sharing in creation. What does that mean, Christina? What did Adam do?
He put everything in its place.
One of time, just for a moment, everything was where and as it should be. From God to man to woman, down to the lowliest wriggling creature.
I'm gonna stop. I want to say something. I'm just gonna put my.
Troublemaking bitch Eve brought entropy and death.
I think because when you see it, like everything is written from a place from I don't know, a man wrote it. I don't believe man most of the time, so
it's still a useful parable for both of you.
I'm guessing you're God in this useful parable.
I'm Adam, and I've worked a very long time to return to paradise.
Your uncle and Letty seem to think you lost your marbles in the war.
That's because you did something to make him forget.
Exactly, he did. She did something. Look at the same symbol on the door frame. It's a spell. Yes, but like it makes you really think though. White people have magic, but black people don't. So in my mind, it felt like they use religion to keep black people into a space where they relinquish their magic, and then they give it to the white people, and then now it's like, I don't know, I'm just trying to say something, but like it makes you really see through that, and it's like, okay, what was the, like, taking your power away from you and who you are as a person, and then it's like, you know what, we made it, and then they're using it, and then when you get back into using magic, it's like, okay, it belongs, not belongs, but like it's like a birthright, that kind of stuff. What happened? Oh shit, that's the symbols, it's glowing.
It's Braithwhite. It's time.
Is it Braithwhite?
You wanted us to tell you when there was a breach.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, look, how is having a baby? But why is that so important then?
Pull harder!
Oh shit. Oh! I don't... What? So, they give birth to those things? Oh, okay. So, he has gills. The ones we saw, I think this is like something else. This one has gills. You can see the gills. Wait, I don't think that's him. He was locked in his room, Letty.
Sit down for a second. No, we gotta get out of here. They got us trapped.
I tell y'all, that's not him. That's not the person you know. They're using some sorts of magic on you, okay?
My mama would leave me by myself all the time. Say she was going to church, usually with some new man hanging on her arm.
Huh.
Till one day she didn't.
She didn't come home?
I was so scared. she wasn't gonna come back. And I was little. I didn't know how to take care of myself.
What about our other sister, Ruby?
In the window of that boarding house every day.
She was abandoned by her mother, right? Was that? Oh, that's why she never left. That's why she never she didn't go to the funeral. That's not the person. I don't think that's Tick. I don't think so. I'm sorry. I don't know who you're kissing. I don't think that's Tick. I think that's you kissing something else. That's a whole different thing. That's why I said it. That's fucking hell. Latoya. Lady, that's not who you're sleeping with something else. Wizards, yeah. Whoa! What the hell? What is she doing? So I think it's showing them, I don't know, is it showing them the fear or something they love, or is this like a test? Oh. Or that's Tick's mom.
This isn't real. You're dead.
Dance with me anyway.
Don't do that. That's not the person you. I'm scared for you, girl. Oh shit. Ooh. She said you went home. Ugh. Ugh.
What are you thinking about?
They had something going on before. They had something going on when they were a child. That's your nephew's mom. George! Thank you for not kissing her. Okay?
You're not real.
What is it? Is it gonna be... Wait, don't... It's gonna be a snake. Because it's a metaphor. I said it before. The man's thing, it's a metaphor for a snake, right? Fuck me, bitch. Oh my fucking god. Cut his dick off. You killing her, Tick. I think he just accepted. You cannot have it. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know why. What the fuck? This is getting twisted. Whoa, this is so creepy.
Dinner will be served in 15 minutes.
Ain't shit from you guys.
It's black tie only. And unfortunately, Miss Lewis, it is also men only.
Oh, so they're putting the hierarchy here too. Misogyny and shit.
Who'd they make you see? Doesn't matter. They're just trying to get inside our heads.
Something happened in the war. Something bad.
Don't. You know who you are.
Something bad. Is it about her? Did he do something bad to her?
They want to make us crazy, terrorize us. But Letitia fucking Lewis is here, do she?
Yeah, she is. Them looking on them like, where's this? Why are these black people here? Okay.
Don't mind the others. Just because they don't want you.
Just racist.
Not supposed to be.
Why all this droop and shit? Like, yo, is this like a cult? Are they like doing sacrifice and shit?
The meaning of sacrifice. Every man in this room has made an offering to push the world forward. And wayward world, we have dedicated our lives to writing. Our founder, Titus Braithwhite, was a son of a son, and we follow in his image just as he followed in the first sons. As Adam gave of his rib to create Eve, so did Titus give of himself to empower the founding members of the order.
That metaphor of like Adam creating Eve, I don't really get it in my mind, because at the end of the day, it was Eve who created I don't know, who birthed people, you know?
I understand y'all belong to a club called the Order of Ancient Dawn. I happened across your bylaws earlier this evening. Now, I got some experience with fraternal societies, being a part of Prince Hall Freemasons. Anybody know who Prince Hall was? He was an abolitionist who joined the Massachusetts militia to fight for independence. And he wanted to join the local Freemasons, but Tick, remind me why he wasn't allowed in.
Because he was a colored man.
That your order wouldn't have admitted Prince Hall either. But then I kept reading and
Wait, is a loophole.
the loophole.
Tick can join.
Men who are direct descendants of Titus are automatically members. And seeing as I believe my nephew might just be the last blood heir of Titus Braithwhite.
I want everybody except Samuel to get up and get the fuck out.
Say it again. Get the fuck out.
Titus used the Book of Names to spell his body to be more powerful. And you're a reservoir.
The Book of Names?
Diluted, no doubt. And also tainted somewhat, but still useful for the work I have to do. Do not mistake useful with indispensable.
Because that magic stuff is not Titus to begin with. Titus won power, and I think he used everything he ever had. I don't know. So he tried to acquire power. I think that's why.
This is his.
Wait, what? To acquire magic, and I don't know. I'm trying to put two and two together. Titus wants power. Titus wants magic itself, and I think he uses. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna come back to this. Oh shit!
I got the car. Where's Montrose?
God damn it! She's scary sometimes. I don't know, you know. Maybe what I was trying to say was like Titus. I don't know how he acquired magic, but it's just like, how did he get that? How do you even do that? I think there's gonna be debris, right? You can just. Does he have magic too? Oh.
What the hell y'all doing here? We're here to save you. I'll save my damn self. I ain't need y'all coming for me.
He wrote for me to come.
Boy, we ain't spoken over 5 damn years. And you fight me on everything. Obviously, I ain't think you were stupid at the show because I wrote a letter under
God.
You don't need to talk to him like that.
I talk to my son however the hell I want to.
Shut up.
Can we get the fuck out of here, please?
Necronomicon.
No, that's the book of dead names. This is the book of life. Transformation, Genesis.
Shit, I'm scared.
Spell for immortality. A failed attempt is what burned the original lodge, killing everyone inside.
Oh! This is really. Oh my god, that's the same barrier again. What the hell? Oh! What the fuck? Oh my god.
Guilty?
Christina, help us, please.
They want something from you. They want your blood. That's what he said before. Because you are the descendants of Titus doesn't mean you are not expendable. You know? Oh my god, she's dying.
Stay awake, please.
She just died. What the fuck?
Since you are a son among sons, I will give you a choice of who else survives your error in judgment.
Don't look at him. He's gonna shoot this man too. Like this man. Ooh.
My father intends to open a door to the Garden of Eden, to a time when man was immortal. He believes he'll step through it into eternal life.
But what if it's a metaphor and they encounter Eve instead of Adam? Because the information they had about Garden of Eden is not true, and the person they're gonna encounter is Eve instead of Adam, because it was Eve who gave knowledge to the human, right? She gave knowledge and wisdom and understanding to people. And then she birthed that into, I don't know. Oh shit! They brought her back from the dead? They can do that?
For what it's worth, my father is a gentleman of his word, and he will heal your uncle as well.
Once I've willingly participated in the ceremony.
I could never earn one of these, no matter how hard I tried. And you kept one for doing nothing other than being born a man.
Wow.
Not even a white man at that.
She wants to be part of everything that's happening, but like she cannot because she's a woman. You know, she still have like she has the she's still like living in the, I don't know, like she's still like in the proximity of like everything she wants. Like she's still white. At the end of the day, like she's a woman. I know that. You know.
Every summer you used to.
And why is he so mad at his own son? Like literally, you know, treating this boy right. Why are you not like doing that?
Cheer on all the Negro League players. Why'd you stop?
Because of Daddy's right hook. Caught me down at that station the summer before high school. Beat the black off my ass.
Whoa. And you're doing the fucking same thing to your own son. You treating this boy as the way your own dad is treating you. You know, you emotionally abuse this boy. This man, I said this boy, this man. You know.
I want you to show him more of that love I know is in you. Before.
I don't need your advice when it comes to raising my son.
But you do.
Might not be yours.
Might not be. What are you talking about?
We settled that a long time ago. You shut your fucking mouth.
I know.
Wait, my brain. I'm trying to. Wait, he says it might not be yours. I need to. You see, using them, they take magic that's not theirs. I'm sorry. It's just they are no magic. It's not their own. Oh my god, he has magic. I don't think the person that gonna see behind that, it's not going to be it's not going to be Adam or something. I don't know. Look at the. That's his ancestor, like the one that we're talking about. She's there to protect him.
It's over! Come on! Come on! If we move him, he can bleed out!
Oh, it's dying. What's happening? So to protection. Ooh. Yo! Run! Yup. God damn it. That's what she said. She was the one who burnt the house down. And now she's doing the same thing again. Whoa. And she has a book with her. That's the book of names, a book of something, right? Book of names. I mean, is the oh fuck it now. And what is her name? Hippolyta didn't know what's happening right now. She just lost her husband, and her husband. Are they gonna tell her exactly what happened? Is she gonna believe what's happening? Hippolyta doesn't know what's happening to her husband. This I didn't even expect, because in my mind I know he's gonna die, because at the end of the day, because they keep there's a you know, when they keep talking, when he was talking to Hippolyta on the phone about we could take the trip next time, both of us, and in my mind I was like, if they start doing that, you know something bad's gonna happen to the person, or to that, you know, or it's a metaphor for something, or something that's gonna happen after that, you know. And I was like, okay, this man's gonna die, that's it. But I didn't know it was gonna happen like that, you know. I was like, okay, I didn't know. And from the beginning of the episode, it was quite scary though. Like, it was scary because in my mind, they were all dancing. You know, from the opening scene where Uncle George and is it Letty? Yeah, Letty and Tick. You know, they were all in the room. They were dancing, and they were changing clothes. I said, how does the clothes fit them? and it was like the thing was specific to the person. It was specific to the person in that place. Everything fits. Everything they have on fits them. Uncle George, books. He likes to read. Like everything in that room was filled with books for him. And then Letty was like putting on, changing clothes, and everything was changed. I think everything was fitting her, and everything was like, okay, like how did that even happen? How do they know what's happening? And it's like, okay, it's magic. Because I was saying, now it's like, now I understand they have magic. But the thing is, it makes you really think. They don't remember what's happening next. And then when you look through, when you watch everything, it puts it in a space of Tick as magic in his bloodline. Tick as magic, I don't know, his mom, from his mom's side of the family. And I think his dad has to, because you can tell, like, I think it dabbles in magic itself. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it does or maybe it doesn't, but like you can tell. So the thing is, like, so Tick, I said Tick. What is his name? Uncle George and Tick's dad are brothers, right? They're brothers. And Tick, the brothers, right? But I don't know. Maybe it's a magic runs in the family, but Uncle Josh doesn't know. I don't know. Maybe though. Maybe. You see it? Maybe not. Who knows? But the thing I'm worried about is like, so yeah, I know like Tick has magic, and then what is her name? Letty and Uncle Judge does now, and then they keep forgetting what's happening because because they don't know what's happening. It's like when they were like trying to eat and stuff like that, and it's like, do you remember this and this and this? And it's like, I don't remember nothing because I don't know. She was trying to remember something, but Uncle Judge was like, I don't remember anything too. And then it was like, we're trying to explain to them this and this. You ran, you saved us. This happened. There was monsters and stuff like that. And then she was like, I don't remember. And then Uncle Judge like, we are being watched. And I think they tried to discredit Tick. So that's like discredit him. So they think like he's going crazy, even though it's not. Even though they went through that. And then it's like, okay, but like I don't think I remember that. And I think is they going crazy. By the end of the day, they still how do they even get magic though? How do the white people get magic? I don't know. I know they're gonna explore that, but like it makes you really see what's happening here. And that I don't know, William, is that his name? William? Who is William? Because is William Christina's friend or boyfriend, or just someone she knows? Because I don't know. It was that, and then they were all going through the village and shit. This is the village itself. I thought it was just like the house in the middle of nowhere, but like that big ass house in the middle of nowhere. But it's not. There are other people living there too, and it makes you like, why this place specifically? Why this space? Why here? And the lady that was like talking to them, like there was like, oh yeah, you gotta go now. Do you know what sundown town is? You gotta go for, and then what is this place? Because I know this is where Tick's great I don't know, is it great grandmother escaped from, and then is it this place? I think it is. She was pregnant, because you can clearly see she was pregnant. At the end of the scene, she was pregnant. And then when they were being attacked again by those big ass demagogue and shit, right? I don't know the name of those beasts. I don't know what they're called, so I'm gonna call them a demagogue. No, don't give that them name. That's not their name, but they're gonna say the names. But anyway, I don't think they do. And now the names are really confusing for me because my brain, I'm trying to like picture everything together. So Titus is their ancestors, right? Ancestor Titus. Is it Titus? And Christina's dad. Christina birth, is it Bertha White? Is it Bertha White? Bertha something. Yeah. Titus Braithwhite. Something like that. Oh, so yeah, that's the. It wasn't like a long family tree. It was just like, but it makes you really see from my standpoint, it's a white man looking for power. What is his name? Titus. He's a white man looking for power, and that's what he did. He uses everything he has to gain magic to into his bloodline. He uses everything, every black, I don't know. I don't know how to put it. Like, because I was trying to say something before, because like you can tell Titus uses he wanted power, he wanted magic, he wanted all that. And I think he did that into his bloodline. And I think I don't know what he did, because like when Christina was like talking to Tick about like this man that did a lot of shit, and you can tell he did something to gain power, he did something to gain magic. And then it makes you really think, like, when black people, when they see other people like doing this spiritual stuff, and it's like it's demonic. I was like, baby girl, I don't know, but I was like, why? You can do whatever you want, right? But like, why would you demonize other people because they don't believe in what you believe in, that kind of stuff. But and then it makes them instead black people away from spiritual stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, this and this. It steers them away from a lot of things. And I think sometimes, like, and then when they see other, it makes you forget your roots. It makes you forget who you are as a person and your power as being, I don't know, divine. I don't know, whatever, And I think now it makes you really see that they don't know anything about magic because they stay away from that for a long time. And then this white man, I don't know, maybe it's like, they don't know what that is. That he's like, okay, you're using magic, how are you doing this? Because like literally maybe your ancestors knows how to do that. And they gave it to like a white man, figure that shit out. And then they say, you know what? It's a bad thing. Don't do it. It's nonsense. It's demonic. You don't have to do it. But I can't, But at the same time, that's a big ass library and shit. That library is really big. And Christina, I don't know where they live. And then there was a boy who came in talking, like it was like it's time, like. And then she ran to like give birth to like one of those thing. And it makes you see why though, like, because in my mind I thought like those things, when they bite you, you're gonna turn into them. But like now it makes you really see like those things where they gave birth to those things, like they birthed those things into the world. That's why they could like, so wait, so they can, when they birth those things into the world, so when that thing bites you, you can turn into them. I don't know what that is, but it's just like it's so confusing for me, because like you see that police officer turn into one of those things, and now you can see her giving birth to one of those things. How do they even do that into a cow? Do they like inseminate the thing into the cow? That's weird. I don't know. And what is her name? Is it Letty, when she was like talking to Titus about like, I said Titus, Tick, about a mother, like yeah, she let go. She goes to church, she comes back. She goes to church, she comes back, and then every time she brings a man home. And then one day she was so scared, like she thought like, she was so scared because her mother never came home. And then she was, I think she said, yeah, right? Is that how she put it? In a sense of like, she was like, okay, she was abandoned by her mother, like, and I was like, wait, what about Ruby? Is it Ruby? And their older brother, like, how did that even correlate? Like, was she like, how did that even happen? So they were not living together, like they were like living separately, and then yeah, maybe that's why. And then I think they don't have a good relationship with their mother most of the time, and I think their mother choose her over Ruby and the brother. I think maybe that's what I think. Okay, I don't know why, because you can sense like there's a what is it called? There's no kinship between the all of them. Maybe they resent her because their mother chose her over them. Maybe that's why. But and then she was like, wait, she said something, right? She said something about, yeah. Yeah, right? So that's why she didn't, so she was left out, right? The mother never came back. And then she doesn't know how to fend for herself. She doesn't know how to fend for herself. That's why she never went to the funeral. Maybe she resents her mom. She doesn't want to see her that, because she's like, you left me. Why would you do that? My own mother left me, and then now I have to fend for myself as a child. And then she was making out with something that's not Tiggs, you know? I was like, yo, that's not Tig. And then Tig, in the other hand, was fighting the Korean lady. Was her name June, huh? I don't know. How do you say that? I don't know. I don't want to butcher the name. So, and then in the other room, what is his name? Uncle George and Tig's mom, Ruby. Is it Ruby? They were dancing, and then they were talking about love. What about the love that, the love that escaped and stuff like that? And then it was like, you're not real, and at the same time, like, something happened between them, and then you can tell, like, that's the love. I don't know. They had something as a child, kinship, that kind of stuff, and it makes you really see, like, does he even love his wife that much? Like, he loved Ruby. He kept the picture of her in his wallet. He loves her. And then the next frame, Tig was opening his pants. And then I was like, it's a metaphor for a man's thing is a snake. That kind of stuff. It's a metaphor for something. And I think sometimes, I don't know how to break things down that much. I'm just saying from my own perspective, and I think sometimes, like, I want to go deep into something, but I don't know how to do that. I may say things on the surface level. Other people know how to, like, talk about, deeper meanings of stuff. I don't know, but I'm just saying that. And wait, what is happening? What is her name again? Yeah, he was opening his pants. He was opening his pants to do something, and then a snake showed up. A snake was there trying to consume her or some shit? He was trying to do something to her, bite her or something like that. And then Tix and the Korean lady was fighting the whole time, and then it makes you really see what it takes to do. It did something. I don't know what it did, but anyways, never mind. I'm just gonna leave it at that. He did something in Korea, something like that. And when they all came out of the thing, was like, what do you see? Like, it doesn't matter. Uncle George was like, it doesn't matter what I saw. It doesn't matter. They're trying to break us down. And I never talked about those fuckers were looking at them through, I don't know what kind of magic they were using. It was a portal of, like, glowy lights, and then they were looking through what they're facing. They're seeing them as entertainment. They're seeing black people as entertainment for their own amusement, and it makes you really see, like, most of the time, that's how, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, when you live in a world where sometimes, like, your existence is being threatened, your existence is not welcomed, your existence is being, what is it called? Being seen as a game, like, when something happens to you, no one cares about that. No one, the world, or the majority of, like, people that was living through that time, they don't care. They still see you as a slave. This is see you as a property. So when, even though when segregation, or like when slavery was abolished and stuff like that, some people still mad. Like literally, you think it's okay to own a person. It's okay to see other people and putting them in cages brings you amusement, you know. But at the same time, it's just a call of, you know. I don't know, because for me it's just like it's not like because it's like a basic stuff, but it's just like it's a human right. You are violating other people's human right and autonomy. You think you own those people. You think you have the autonomy, the right and the autonomy over those people's lives. In the sense of like you think you are bigger than them. I think sometimes it's envy. Envy comes in the sense of like, you know, you feel this itch of feeling when you see someone else. I don't know. I don't want to speak about that. I'm just gonna move on. But it's not about that, you know. And then when they all were, you know, they didn't allow the ladies into the fucked up gathering and stuff like that. You know, they didn't allow the ladies into the gathering and stuff like that. And it makes you really see how patriarchy like really works in society, in a sense of like literally that what is it called, that women can bring way more knowledge into what you're doing. But like they don't see it as that, because and when was, what is his name, that man was talking about, oh yeah, Eve created I said Eve, Adam created Eve. You know, they were talking about the painting before, about how Adam gave all the animals names and gave Eve life. Does it say that? I think it said something similar to that, but like it said something too. And it makes you really see that, because in my mind, how I saw it was the way they were talking about this. They were talking about like Eve as a figure of Adam's imagination, or how he created Eve and brought Eve into the world. And it makes you really see through that, because when they keep saying Eve, Adam gave Eve life, Adam do this, Adam do that. But at the same time, for me, I think it was Eve on the other end that gave Adam life. Eve was the one who gave humanity the freedom of you know, to be I don't know, to explore the world itself, to see what it is, for knowledge. Eve gave the human nature, the human existence, if you want to talk about that, like the freedom of knowledge, to acquire knowledge on your own terms. I don't know, because when they keep talking Adam do this, Adam do that, because at the end of the day it is still patriarchy. Because in the sense of like Adam is Adam who, what is it, what I'm trying to say, something Adam owns Eve. Adam owns Eve as property. Adam owns everything about Eve. Adam owns Eve's body, because Adam sees Eve as nothing less than a flesh of meat. That's how I see it. Because the way they keep talking about that, like they feel like Eve is just a flesh of meat. Adam can just use as pleasure. Because at the end of the day, that's how they were all talking about that. But in my own eyes, Eve was the one who did all the work. I'm just sorry. So I'm saying it because I don't get it. Because at the end of the day, what they were talking about was written by men. You know, not from the women's perspective, but from a man's perspective. And I think sometimes, like, I don't know a lot about that. You know, I just say that, you know, from the male perspective, and when you don't know much about female's perspective like that, you know, when they were talking about that, and it's like, okay, like, what are you talking about then? Because in my mind, Eve was the one birthing those. She was birthing knowledge into the world. She was birthing things. She was, you know, I think sometimes like people forget, like, I don't know how to put it, like, I don't know. She was, I don't know. I'm trying to say something, but like my brain could not, you know, put the thing together. I don't know. I'm trying to be, you know, deep here, but like, it's just like, for me, it's just like the way they talk about her and the misogyny and everything wraps up into, it's just a man's world. A man did this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And when you look at the world itself, in most countries, women are still oppressed by men because they feel like they own women's body, they own women autonomy, they own women, because in a book they said you own this is how it happens. But in the day, it was still written by men. They use that masculinity to oppress women because they feel like women are so less than and no stronger than them. But like, it's not about strength. I think sometimes, like, when they forget about that, they don't understand knowledge is passed down from a mother to our offspring, and that's the thing. Women hold knowledge of what's happening because they know, because they keep that shit. It is theirs to hold. Knowledge is something they, I don't know, bestowed upon people. And I think sometimes, like, when we forget about that, men are just they are too cocky in the sense of, like, they feel like they own everything. They cannot live in harmony with other people because they feel like it is just, what is it, I think, called grab and take, because I can take it, who's gonna stop me? That's how I think that's how they keep feeling. But like, when women fight back, they start saying, oh, you're so weird, da, 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 da. Like, no, baby girl, she's standing up for herself, because all this time you make her feel like she's less than you. And then when she said, I want more from life, and then you feel like, no, that's not your job, that's not your role. But at the same time, who's assigning this fucking role? You did. You are assigning those roles. And then when they don't follow that, you feel like, oh my God, they're doing something. And then it's scary, I'm not gonna lie, it's scary to be, if you say no to a man, that man can turn around and do something bad to you. It happens, most, and it's not even like something that's just like, oh, it's a one-time thing. No, this is happening so much that you like, that's a lot. That's really a lot. It's scary sometimes to be a woman out there walking around alone. I think I stray away from the topic in hand. I'm just gonna get back to that. I'm almost done with my own analysis. And I think sometimes, everything was, and I'm not saying, like, in my mind, I feel like, it's just, it wasn't about Adam and Eve. It was just man trying to control the situation and say they did this. I'm just saying that, and then that's that. And Eve, I said Eve, the man, what is his name again? And then when Uncle Judge was like talking to all the men and says, you know what, Titus, this and this and this. And when you are full blown Titus, and I don't know, is it Braithwaite or some shit? That's the song name, right? I don't know. But in the end, it's like, my nephew is the flesh and the true blood of this house, and he was like, he command them all to get out, and they didn't want to get out first. And then when he stood up and then went to the chair and says, you need to get out now. And they all stood up and left. And then the man, the what is that name? Christian is dad. Is that Christian is dad? I don't know. It was like, you know what? You may be all this and that, but at the same time, you still don't have the power or the control of or anything, right? Like that. And it's like, if you're valuable, no, expendable, like that kind of stuff. And then I was like, yeah, I know you don't like that, but he's trying to use you. He's trying to use them because they don't know magic. They don't know how to protect themselves, and he has the upper hand in that case, because he can say that to them, like, you don't have to, you don't know nothing. I can do this, and I know you don't have magic to fight back to me. I have the magic to fight back. And in my mind, it's like, okay, so what is that next move? And when they were all trying to like rescue Tick's dad, that man is an asshole, a really big one, and they're trying to, the lady with the dogs came and she was trying to shoot these people. And then, what is her name? This just hit her in the head with the fucking shovel. and she was bleeding, like the blood was like gushing out of her head, and it was like, wow. Sometimes she's a little bit scary. She doesn't give a shit, you know. She doesn't give a shit, but I like that. And then the thing was in my mind when the digging stuff, the dig when it was digging, and they were trying to like see how he dug into that place. The way he was digging that hole, like, does he have magic to like? Because if there was a problem, I mean, in my mind, I was like, wait, is there like a problem here? Because when it was digging the hole, there was no residue on the floor. There was nothing like that on the floor, and that was that. There was no residue. There was nothing on the floor, and there was nothing to say someone was digging a hole here. And I was like, does he have magic to like make the sand disappear? I don't know. Maybe I didn't see that clearly, but anyways, they all get out, and they were waiting for him, and it's like, why are you here? And then Tick was like, you wrote me. It's like, I never wrote you in 5 years. And it makes you see like someone wrote them the letter, and it wasn't him. So, and then you can tell like, why you treating this boy like that? There's a feeling between that, and it's like there's a thing. And then they brought they all ran away. They were all driving, and then there was a fucking barrier at the fucking gate. There was the shield. There was what is it called? The writing on the back of the cape they were all wearing. It's like a protection stuff. I don't know. Does that thing have like multiple use? Because does that one symbol have like multiple use? For protection, for anything? Is that just for shielding? And I don't know. I think that's it. And the car just smashed through the invincible barrier, and they were all talking, and that fucking man shot Letty. He shot Letty. It's Letty, right? I keep saying Letty. Yeah, it's Letty. He shot Letty, and then I was like, whoa, I think she died right there, because you can tell like she was a soul left. I don't know. I don't know. A soul left the body, and then he shot Uncle George too. And then they were talking, yeah. They were wiping him down, they were wiping Ticks down, and they were talking and stuff like that. And then she said to him, and Letty woke up, and I was like, okay, they have the power to bring people back to life. Okay, this magic is a real strong one. Okay, so there's nothing to sacrifice. There's nothing to, I don't know how they did that. There's nothing you give away to bring someone back from the dead. So I don't get that. And she was like talking about like, you are still you didn't even do nothing, and then I don't know, you didn't have to do anything, and then you just get into this because you're still a man. And then he said a black one at that. And then I was looking through it, like, because you can still tell they are still following the misogyny, those patriarchy standard of men rule everything, but women stay on the sidelines. And even though for her, being a white woman, she is proximately, what is that thing called, to whiteness. She will be, like, she is right there. She's way more dangerous than all of them. I'm sorry, I'm still saying it like that. She is way more dangerous than that, because when you see that from our point of view, she's doing some crazy shit on the sideline, because no one's gonna check her like that, I'm just saying. And yeah, right. And then when they were all like, they were doing the incantation and stuff like that, they were trying to open the gate of Eden, the Garden of Eden, right? They were trying to open the Garden of Eden. They were all like, standing, doing the chant. The electricity was like passing through him, and magic was coming out of it. Magic was flowing out, and the gateway was opening. Something was happening to his ring. A darkness was like coming out of his ring. Was that thing like consuming him? I don't know. Maybe no, it was not. There was a barrier when that thing was done. But anyways, the gate was opening, the flowers blooming outside of the garden. Ooh, the flowers blooming outside the garden, and then all of a sudden you see his great grandmother, you know? You see her, and it's like, oh my God, she was there to protect him. The whole time, she was there to protect him. Because in my mind, I said it before, what if they didn't find Adam in the Garden of Eden? Wait, but like Adam is dead though. What am I talking about? I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do in there. I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do. Trying to take something? Is the garden still the garden? I don't know, you know? But anyways, but what if that spirit is there? What if they, I don't know if that happens. But, you know, and then I think the darkness exploded, and then it turned all of them into fucking stone. That's not even a stone. That turned everyone into ash. They all crumbled, and then they all fell to the ground. That's the thing. Like, they all fell to the ground. They all crumbled. And when you look through that, I was like, oh my God. So there's a power within him that he doesn't know he has. I think he can use magic if he practices enough. He can use magic. I don't know how it's gonna happen. I don't know how it all happens here. But that was that. And then when the whole house was crumbling and stuff. And then what is her name? Anna was running through the wrong. I said the wrong way. The old way. The old way, right? The old way. The fire she was the one who burned the house down the first time we were talking about that. She burnt the house down first. And then now she's destroying it. Not even burning it down, she's destroying the whole thing. But one thing I left out, when Tick and Uncle George was talking about it may not be your son, I was thinking about that because I was like, no, I'm not gonna live this one out. I'm not going to do that. He was talking about, I don't think it's gonna be your son, right? And he makes you really see, because I may be stretching here. I may be. He's Tick Uncle George's son, and then they had an agreement. So because they what is his name? Tick's dad and what is her name? Dora get married. The person Uncle George likes or love, you know. And then maybe they had an affair before, and then Dora was pregnant and she didn't know, and then she was with Tick's dad. I don't know his name. Wait. I don't know his name. I don't know. Freeman. That's the surname, but I'm not going to call him Freeman. But anyways, when I know his name, I'm going to put that down. But anyways. Yeah, so he's Tick's Uncle Joe's son, but like they had an agreement, and it was like, shut up, you know we had an agreement, and then Uncle Jake said, yeah, no. So Tick was Uncle Joe's son, but I think that's why I resent this boy so much. Does he resent me? I don't know. What is going on? Ugh. He's not showing him the love of being a father to him. Like, maybe he's trying to make him stronger, but like that's not, you make someone stronger though. You beating this boy to Pope, you not treating him right, you emotionally abusing him like that, you know? Even though you physically abused him when he was a child, like beating this boy to shit, and now you're emotionally abusing him because I know your dad did the same thing. Your dad was like abusive fucking asshole, and then now you're doing the same thing to your own son. Make it make sense. You know your son is gonna hate you for the rest of his life, you know? And I think sometimes like that, you see what's happening in your face, but like you didn't even break the cycle. You continue the cycle with your own child, with your own son, you know? And I know because they think you're a troublemaker, but like I don't know why your dad was doing that, but like you didn't have to do that to your own son. You didn't have to do that to your own son, you know? And I think it makes you really see, like, why. I want to know why he was doing that, because I think he has a backstory, and I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna make my own, But I said, "Oh, fuck with that. No, that's not a good thing." Because even though I can say he has a backstory, he has something, but he can change that. Why would he do? Why would he inflict the same pain your own father, put on you? Why would you do that to this boy? And that was that. I'm just like, oh my God, this is a messy family problem. Messy. And he died. Uncle Judge dying, because I already know he's gonna die in the car and then everything. But the thing was, Hippolyta doesn't know. Are they gonna take his body back home, or are they gonna bury him? Are they gonna lie? It was the cops that killed him, or are they gonna tell them everything that happened? You see? Are they gonna say, "Oh my God"? Oof. Are they gonna tell them like, "Oh my God, it was the cops"? But anyways, that was that for today. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video. Once again, my name is Olu. If you're new here, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye.